Everybody okay? You're a little nicked up. You okay? Okay? So, this is what it is out front door view here. Not good for a guy who wanted to cut hay a few days ago, right? Wanted to. Not happening. At least we're not getting some of the severe weather that they're having down south. I know parts of Mississippi have had it pretty rough. Old Al said on the weather this morning that 28 million people would have a chance of severe weather in the next little bit. But it is what it is. Yeah. As a hay guy, I'm probably hard to get along with. You can ask the wife. When the weather's like this and the forecast is like this, it gets yeah, I get kind of grumpy because I want to be making hay. Last year by this time we had probably 400 or 500 square bales made, some round bales made. Of course, last spring I was needing round bales. This year I have some left over. I played it smart last fall and made some extra and kept some extra, didn't sell them all. But I'm going to do a thing where I tell you about how I become probably a part-time meteorologist this time of year because I study 4 different weather things, apps on my phone. I don't go by the local weather. They give a forecast for the whole Dayton area. I need a forecast for this area or the area I'm going to be in. You know, Bowersville, Cedarville, Beaver Creek, that way, you know, Xenia. I mean, I got to know the forecast for that area, and I like how they can break it down by hour and all that. Yeah, I don't use the local weather. No offense, local weathermen, but I don't do that. Don't know if you can tell, but my neighbor's field's already been planted. Probably corn out there this year. They had soybeans last year, so probably corn. A little bit of water laying in places. We had a pretty good downpour earlier. Some more, water went through the barn. The drain couldn't handle it, and that happens when it rains really hard. That drain is old and probably got some buildup, and I know it's clay tile. It eventually makes it from the front of the barn all the way down to the creek, but yeah, it's kind of old, probably a little plugged up, tree roots, things like that, but yeah, here goes. Not much going on today. Just doing some things on the computer. Might venture down and do some things in the shop. Still need to check out my round baler. It's about the only piece of equipment I have not checked out yet. On the 460 we did get the hydraulics working, but we think the pump might be weak, or we think there may be another little screen that's plugged up. We did change a hydraulic filter, and believe it or not, when I called to see at my Case IH dealer to see if they had filters, they had 11 of them. That tractor was made in the late 50s, early 60s, so apparently that hydraulic filter goes to a lot of different tractors. I don't know, but they had it. We changed it. We added some extra fluid. Found out we did not have enough fluid in it. Got rid of our winding noise, and like I said, the hydraulics are working, both remotes, but you got to have RPM up just a little bit, and shouldn't have to. It should raise and lower our rake at idle. So we're going to work on that. We'll see. Good news is we are going to take our cattle. We're going to have some beef back in the freezer, and I think I'm down to 1 pound of hamburger, a couple T-bone steaks, and gotta eat, man. Gotta eat, get skinny. So no, we love our beef that we raise. It's the best. I went to the grocery store the other day, paid $7 a pound for a pound of hamburger to make hamburgers on the grill, and we mixed it in with 2 pounds of hamburger that we had. And oh, she does those burgers up on the grill. They're nice. So yeah, we'll see what happens the rest of the day. I really wanted to have videos of us making hay by now, but not going to happen. In fact, the forecast does not look good for about another 7 to 10 days. And that's bad. That puts us way behind. It makes our yield be good on first cutting, but as far as it'll all be, some of the fields before we get to them will just be, they may go to seed. I don't know. I've been told because some of this grass had some burnt tops on the blades of grass at the top that it won't head out as soon, but some of it will go to seed, which means it reaches the end of its maturity, that grass, and it will start to turn brown if you don't get it soon. And then it always regrows also. So we like to start beginning of May. Nah, not this year. Just, I don't know. I said about a week ago that we were having a really dry spring. Now this is what I get. One of our fields that we had planted March 10th and 11th in orchard grass actually had cracks in the field. Well, it's well saturated now. So as you can see, my neighbor's cornfield, yeah, there's water laying in the rows, but I believe it has sprouted, which is a good thing, because if that seed was laying in water sometimes, not a good thing. But I believe it has sprouted, and it should be all right if it is sprouted. I'm not a corn or bean grower, but I believe that's what I've heard. So okay, it's gonna be plenty of moisture. Things are growing. We're mowing the grass here about every 4 days in the yard, so which means the hay fields are growing. And like I said, I had some alfalfa that could have gone about a week ago. Grass down the road here, same. They're going to be having a wedding in one of the fields we do, so have to get that off, if not bush hogged, which means you're walking through a bunch of grass with your nice wedding shoes, right? I guess. So that's got to be cut and baled up, not just mowed and left lay. So I promised them I'd get that field looking nice, and it's an old cattle pasture, so it's grown really good because it's been well fertilized over the years. So I'm gonna get back inside. It's about lunchtime, and sleeveless today, but it's kind of cooled down a little bit, and it's gonna be cool the rest of the week. Actually, I think I seen 50s just barely into the 60s. Oh well, we'll get there. We'll be busy as can be, and I promise you some good videos. All right, see ya. Okay, our round baler. I've got it hooked to the New Holland. Just checking it out. This past winter was the first winter I've let it set outside since I think the 3 years that we've owned it. It is a New Holland 855. It does not have the rubber belts. It has the bar and chain, which I like it. It does have the self-oiler. When that door is up, it will oil the chains. Oil runs out of there, gravity fed through those lines, oils the chains, keeps them nice and oiled. You hear stories all the time about these round balers catching on fire. A lot of them you see that happens will be the belts, the ones that have the belts, I'm sorry. This has the rollers and chains. It's noisy. Yeah, it's noisy. But I know what to listen for. And on each side of this machine, there's these gear sprockets, whatever you want to call them. They have a bearing in them. You got to watch for those. You got to distinguish between dust and smoke. And I've done that. And you also got to listen to this thing every once in a while, because if it's a growling, that means there's a bearing going out, and a bearing gets hot up against hay. If there's a bale in there, and it will catch fire. Not much on this to burn down, but good old baler. I need to do some work on it. Hey, what do you know? Some sunshine. Right now I headed out to get some bales from a farm that I sell to. Gonna take them down near Waynesville for a new customer. She needs some hay, and this is going to be last year's hay. We still haven't made any. We'll see what the weather holds for this next week. I don't know. Don't like the temperatures. Don't like what they say cloud cover is going to be, and yeah, it's just frustrating. But it is what it is, and you can't fight Mother Nature. You'll never win.
want you to get the hay from is Camp Jabez. It is a church-based horse farm. I've seen them do a lot of things with school kids and things, where they come out and volunteer and work and all that. Don't know all the details on what they do there, but they've been customers of mine for a few years now. This year I think she's ordering 800 bales, where she had 1,200 ordered last year, but she's got some left over. So she's selling them back to me, and which is a good thing because I need it. So I'm gonna get 20 bales for a customer, deliver it, and get 10 bales for ourselves because we're running out for ourselves at the farm. So, all right, boys, Scout. Get him in there. Get him in there. Come on. Oh shit. So I got the 3 in the trailer. They're ready to go. We're going to be heading to Medway here in just a little bit. We're going to go through Jamestown first and weigh them with them in the trailer, because I weighed the trailer and truck without them in there when I picked it up. Borrowed it off my good friend Robin. Thank you, Robin. And we're going to head that way. Going for a ride. You all ready? Huh? Y'all better settle down. They're a little rowdy. So this is where the 3 steers were that we just hauled off last night to the butcher. And I'm going to have a huge mess to clean up. Wow, great fertilizer. But as you can see, it, and most of it's probably wasted round bales, but over a foot deep in there. That's gonna be fun. Great. It's a little muddy around here. I think the cattle are down below. So Dad went and got our twine this morning. Race Farm Supply in Germantown, Ohio. Been buying it off Keith for a few years now. He gives us a good price. This year we just had to wait a little bit for it to come in. We'll get this set in the barn, and we got enough to get started already in our baler and already left from last year, but this'll get us through half the summer anyway. What's up, everybody? Hey, sorry I haven't done much filming here lately. The weather's been crap. Just rainy, wet, cool. I think we had 1 inch and 3/10 yesterday. Actually thought we was going to get more than that. I thought we was forecasted for over 2 inches, but still everything's wet and soggy, whatever. But I did cut some hay tonight. Little 2-acre patch back there behind my house. We always do that first, make sure everything's just going to go well, and it did. Mower worked fine. Up to its usual tricks where it doesn't like to cut short stuff. You got to lower down the RPM, but we've learned to do that with that mower. I don't know why, but it does. But everything worked great. So I got some alfalfa orchard grass down. I do need it for a customer, so that may get ready. So with the cool temperatures this week, and the cool nights, it's going to take some extra drying time. It might take some extra tethering, and just some extra work, maybe an extra day to get things dry. I know that. I'm aware of that. I just looked a little bit ago. They've changed the forecast for Saturday and lowered down the chances of rain to like 18% when it was 55, and we were supposed to get 4/10 inches of rain. You're going to see how I just about become a meteorologist. I study the weather pretty good. I even study the jet streams that are coming in from a week out. So I like to know what the weather's going to do, because it is so important in haymaking. And you'll learn why. You stick with me, you'll learn why. And it gets stressful. I get stressed. So and you'll see how we combat those things, and how the machinery we have can take care of that, and take care of if the hay's got a little moisture in it, we take care of it with the preservative on the baler, all that kind of stuff. I'll take you through all that step by step. And if we can't get it into dry enough for square bales, and it goes into round bales for cattle hay. Or if it gets rained on too much, we get it dried back out. We put it in round bales for cattle. We don't sell crap hay, square bales. We don't. So I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that it didn't get rained on. If it did, just the way it is. So that's how I do business anyway. I don't lie to anybody. I'm very honest. So, but no, you're going to learn all that. Going to cut some hay again tomorrow morning. Going to get up early. The wife wants to get up early, and I'm going to get up early with her. And the tractor's still hooked up. It's fueled up. We're going to go down the road a few miles, maybe even about 10 miles. And I got a field that's 13 miles. So we're going to see the one that's 10 miles away. He doesn't like us to be there on Saturdays due to religious beliefs. So if I can't get this stuff dried out enough to be to get it baled up on Saturday, it'll just have to go Sunday. That's just the way it is. Or it may go Friday. I doubt it. But it looks like we got some time. Looks like we got a window, and I hope they're right on this forecast. So we're gonna put some stuff down, and we're behind already. Usually we've got some made first week in May. Here we are in the second week, and I'm getting stressed. My phone's not blowing up yet, but it's going to. People are already looking for hay again because they've went through their winter supply, and they're looking to get new hay, and I don't have it made yet. So that's what it is. But we're gonna cut hay tomorrow. I'm gonna try and get you some good shots with the hay mower, and it's underway. Hay 21 is underway, and we're gonna get you some good shots. And oh man, it's gonna be exciting. Stick with me. You're gonna learn something. So entertaining and educational, right? Right. Okay. Have a good night.